Okay, so my name is Edwin Ketomanya, back again. This time around, we are navigating the head teacher system. My name is Edwin Ketomanya. I work with Key Premium Solutions. So I'm going to take the head teachers through how they are going to navigate their system. Thank you so much. So this is the head teacher system. The login credential and everything is intact just like that. Now for the head teachers, what it means is that they are going to use form to enter data into the system. We have two modes. We have the online one, that is linked sheet. The linked sheet, how it works is that if, for instance, you are going to use Google Share Drive, what it means is that the head teacher will not enter data into the system. He will only go into the system and then view what is being fed into the system by the various class teachers. That is if you are using the share drive. The share drive, what it means is that you host the thing on one share drive where every teacher will, you install the share drive for all the teachers on their machine. Then meaning they are going to use the same password or access to go into the system and enter data into the system and save it there. So as they save it there, they need connectivity for the data to sync in. So what it means is that they are going to use the online system, the online version, which is using the share drive. But if they're not going to use that method, then they have to give the scores to the head teacher to enter into the system. So what scores are they going to give? Well, that is what we are going to look at. Now we at the over here we have the class 1, 2, 3 up to basic 9. Then we have the school select. What it means is that the head teacher has to come here and select his school. So we have the region, you select if it is Volta, you select the district, let's say North Time. Then you select a school, let me see, Africa, okay, Africa Boomer, DHHS. So you click on save, then you save and you close it here. So what you do is that if you come here, you enter data for the student or for the learner. If it is class 1, you click on class 1, you see a form. So what you do is that there is a database here. You have to activate the database. So in order to activate the database, you click on reset. If you click on reset, it will give you a prompt. Do you want to reset? You click yes. Now, as you click on yes, what it means is that there is a data in here already. So you can either decide to clear the data or let it be here. So what to do is that you've now activated the database. Now you type in the name of your school as in the database. So let's say Africa Boomer DAHS. So if you type the name here, you click on search. You use the search button. If you click on the search button and the data did not populate over here to activate, meaning you have not typed the name of the school well. So if you type the name of the school correctly as in the database, it will populate the cells for you to do the changes, to make the changes in here. So we have the English and all those kind of things in the system. So why do you get the data? So you get the data from the teacher system. If this is class 1, you come here. So I click on the class 1, okay, because of this it will not go. So what I'll do is that I'll go to the teacher system where the teacher will mention the data for me to use. So our data for health system. So what will do is that this is where the head teacher will get the data from the system. If it is not linked, the head teacher has to ask the class teacher to give him this data using that command button called the data for the head system. So if you have that data, what it means is that the head teacher will have to come to the class 1, reset the form to activate the database, type in the name of the school, Africa DAJHS. Then you click on search to bring this data over here, to bring it back to the form for you to update. Now what it means is that if let's say the data from the teacher system, we have English, we have 26, 246, so 264. Then for the mathematics, let's say we have 300. Then we have science, we have 272. Then we have 301 for history. We have computing 95. We have RME to be 292. Then we have O, let's say 0. Then we have creative art to be 278. Then we have Ghanaian language to be 298. So you enter everything, then what you do is just click on save. If you click on save, it will sync the data for you as it is in here. So you are done for the class. Now you just close here. Now we want to see how the data you enter into the system, how it is happening in the system. Now first of all, you have to click on the enrollment, because you have to select appropriate enrollment for the class 1. If not, you will see a different data in there. So just like that you reset you activate the database, you come to the school, you type in the name of your school, DAJHS. So you click on search to bring back the data in here for you. So let's say we have 6 for basic 1. That is the enrollment, both male and female. So you click on save to sync the data, then you close it, then you come here. Now you come to the dashboard. If you come to the dashboard, this is how the data is into the system for the class. You see the total raw score, you see the average, you mark the averages according against the raw score. So the head teacher will look into the system and matching that, looking at the average raw score, which is 263. So what it means is that all the subjects that the mark is above 263, like 300, 264, 30, meaning the subjects are performing above average. And those that they are below average. And those that are exactly 263, what it means is that we are saying that they are average. Then we also go ahead and have the averages. So on the averages, we have what we call the average score. So we have the class average score 44. So what it means is that all the subjects that are performing above 44, the subjects, we are saying that the learners are performing above average on that subject. So those that are performing below 44, we are saying that the learners are performing below average in that subject. So we have it. If you have not entered the scores for the rest of the class, you see all this #ref like this. It's not an error. So we have the dashboard that is not having any score, meaning there is no data in there for. So you scroll down and you have the overall for the classes. So we have the performance class raw score from class 1 to class 6. The indicators are in here for you. Now, what does the headmaster need this information for? So over here, the headmaster sits at his office. Know that in class 1, the learners are not performing well in, let's say, creative art. So the question then would be like, or computing, what is the reason why they're not performing very well in that subject? Is it that the learners are not studying that subject? Is it the materials are not there? We will have to go into this discussion with the staff or with the teacher involved. Go back to the class, discuss it with the class. Why is it that you people are not performing well in this subject? Is it that you are not understanding the subject very well? And so you make your findings and then you move ahead to present the report to the what's the name, the CISO, and also present to the SMCPT to take a decision on it. I think much of the discussion will also be done at the district level, at the regional level. So you can have your own engagement. Over here, you present it to the parent. They say, "What? Oh, our learners are not performing well in this subject. What is the cause?" Maybe we don't have the textbook. So what can we do then? The learners' parents decide to say, "Okay, fine, let me get textbook for my work." Before you realize, every child in the school will have one textbook or the other to supplement what is already there in the school. So basically, this is how the head system also looks like, and this is how the data is entered into the head system, and how the data can be used. How the data can be used. That is the most important thing. It is not just about having the data, but giving meanings to the data and what, making data relevant to your decision making and making data relevant to the stakeholders, the key stakeholders. So basically, that is what the health system looks like. So if you come to class 2, you activate the database by clicking on the reset. You click on yes, activated. You come to over here, you type the name of the school, Anfuega Boom, DAJS as it is typed. You click on search to pull back the result for you. Then after doing the input, whatever you want to input, you click on save to sync the data for you. You go back to the data, the dashboard to see how the performance is looking like. The total average, the total raw score, average score, enrollment, and all those kind of things are in there for you to use for your decision making. I hope this will help. If you need any other clarification question, I'm always available. You can reach out to us, and we'll sort you out. Thank you so much, and I'm very grateful for you being with me.